Well, it was kind of a long process. I mean, I took a lot of visits and I saw a lot of things. And in the end, Stanford was the best choice for me. I felt at home while I was on campus, and everything just fit.
Talk a little bit about the relationship with Brian Polian. I know that had to be a big factor because he was on you guys, you and Tony, when he was at Notre Dame, and now kind of carried that relationship all the way out when he joined Jim Harbaugh's staff.
Exactly. He has seen me for the past 2 or 3 years up in Notre Dame, and so once he moved to Stanford, he knew what kind of talent we had in Indiana. And I had never had any previous contact with Stanford, the Stanford Association or anything like that. And they offered me right off my film. And from then on, it was just building a relationship with the coaches. And he stopped by school a good number of times. So, we have a good relationship.
Talk a little bit about, obviously that's one at Boston College I know was interested in a lot of the Big Ten schools. But this is kind of the farthest school away. Talk a little bit about what it was like when you went out there and obviously there's a distance involved, but it has to be the right fit for you.
Yeah, it's way different from the Midwest. Anything in the Midwest or the Northeast, I mean, just very nice, everything out there. And, the different part I like because most of the Big Ten schools, have similarities. And it was something different, and it appealed to me a lot.
Talk about who were your finalists when you came down to making the decision?
I mean, it was all my schools, I was considering, but I really hadn't made a final list. I just knew Stanford was at the top of it. And, once it came down to it, I really didn't need to narrow it down because if you have your number one school, you know where you want to go.
Do you see that, or do they see you, I guess, as a running back, as a cornerback? Where do they see you fitting into their system?
Definitely running back.
Definitely running back. Is that something that you were looking for in a college, as a program where you could go in and carry the football?
Definitely. I love playing the running back position, and I planned on it since I was little, so that's definitely the position I wanted to play.
Obviously, you've made a decision. Tony's made a decision. Is there any kind of weight lifted off your shoulders that now you can just focus on getting yourself ready for your senior season and getting Dwenger back into the championship game where you were as a sophomore?
Oh, definitely. It is a weight lifted off your shoulders. Kind of your focus can shift from picking a school to getting ready for the next season, as you said. And our only goal this year is to win a state championship, get that blue ring.
Talk a little bit about what you think it's going to be like playing in the Pac-10 and playing under Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, people in Indiana know him as Captain Comeback from those great runs with the Colts.
Definitely. He's a great guy, very intense and very passionate about what he does. And all he wants to do is win. And that's definitely my number one goal as well. So playing in the Pac-10, it'll be different because they play a different style than the Big Ten plays. A lot of speed out there. And but I'm not too worried about it. I feel like I've competed against these guys on a national level, my whole high school career basically. So, it shouldn't be too bad going up against them face to face.